All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Today, our topic is about who is the one who built what it's called today Al-Aqsa Mosque. And it was actually a Muslim challenging me to prove to him from Islamic books that Jerusalem belonged to the Jews and the Aqsa Mosque belonged to the Jews too. And he said, I challenge you to provide me with any reference, and I accept only reference from Islamic books. And this reference should be published in official Islamic website. So who is the one really build what it's called today Al-Aqsa Mosque? Is that really a mosque, as Muslims claim? Who is the one who built Jerusalem? You know, the Muslims, they claim that David and Sulaiman, they are kings. Okay, what is their kingdom? Any Muslim can tell me where was the kingdom of Sulaiman, which means Solomon? Where was the kingdom of David? I mean, it's very foolishness of you Muslims to talk about a king, his name is Sulaiman, and a king, his name is David, but yet you refuse to tell us where we can locate their kingdom. You know, a king, he have a kingdom, which mean it have a location, can be found in the map. It, you know, he have a nation, and he is one of this nation. And what is the name of his nation? Now, first, before we go, let us give definition first for Sulaiman and David. Who are they? According to Islam, not according to me. You know, when I say not according to me, doesn't mean I don't agree or agree. I'm just giving you what the Muslims believe. So if we go to the Muslims believe, we will find the following. We will go to search the truth Islamic website, and we go to chapter 6 verse number 84. You can click at any translation you wish, and then you will find here it's speaking about Abraham, Allah talking supposedly, that he gave Abraham etc. things, and then we gave him Isaac and Jacob. All right, and this is the Muslim translation, and all three, which mean Jacob, Isaac, and Abraham, guided, and before him we guided Noah, and among his progeny David and Solomon. Okay, among the children of who? The children of Jacob. This one does not go to Noah. No, it says speaking about the three of them, they are guided, but before them we guided Noah, and among his children's it is David and Solomon, and Job and Joseph and Moses. All of those are Jews. And Job and Joseph and Moses, all of those are Jews, all of them. All right, now hold on. The Quran is mentioning 4 names in the front of us, and those are supposedly, according to the Quran, the children of Jacob, the children of Isaac, or Isaac. That's wonderful. This is all just the roots of the Jews. All of them, they are coming from Abraham. Thank you very much. So now we do not need to prove that David and Solomon, they are not Arab, they are not from India, they are, you know, it's very clear, the Quran saying clearly that those are the children's. Jacob is the one who his name later is called in the Quran as Israel. Israel. The Quran, as usual, is a funny book because it's a copy paste. Suddenly the name Israel appear in the Quran with no introduction, and nowhere in the Quran it says who is this guy Israel, but you can find in the hadith that Israel is Jacob, but you cannot find in the Quran. The first time it appeared in the Quran in chapter 2 verse number 40, where it says Ya Bani Israel, or children of Israel. However, this statement, or children of Israel, is reported all over, as you see in those verses, chapter 247, chapter 283, chapter 122, and even this chapter actually says, this verse, it says that the Jews are the superior, they are the superior chosen people by Allah. So when a Muslim, they say that the Jews, they think they are superior and they are fascist, the fascist is your God if this is what you believe. For he is the one, he said, that I favor you upon all the other creatures. And you can read any translation you wish, you know. Now, as long now we showed you who is Jacob, who is David, who is Sulaiman. All of those are the children of the Jews. All right. So now, how we can prove that this is not a mosque? This was the temple of the Jews. If we can find out, because remember, the Quran called the Jews Jews. He don't call them Muslims. Never call them Muslims, which is funny because the Muslims, they say to us that Moses was a Muslim, but the whole Quran never called them, the Jews, anything except Jews. So why did not call them Muslims if they are Muslims? It's just additional stupid thing. The Muslims, they are copy-paste nation and they have no idea, and nobody want to do like a heavy-duty research and study and ask serious questions. So who is the one who built this mosque and who is the one who built Jerusalem? We will go to a very important Islamic books. This is Tafsir al-Baghawi, official government of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the University of King Saud. You see it? The website in the top. I hope it's showing to you. .education.sa Tafsir Baghawi, Surah 27, Ayah 21. You see it in the. We want to go here and see what this is speaking of. One very chapter. Actually, I advise everybody to read it because you will die from laughing at this stupid cult. It's called Islam. It's full of fictions and fairy tale story, and Muhammad is copying from the legends of the Jews, and he is putting it in the Quran, and he's claiming that his God told him those stories. However, here we will see it says, if you remember in the Quran, chapter 22, verse number 27, verse number 22, it's speaking about the bird. His name is Al-Hudhud or Hubub. Here it says, وكان سبب غيبة الهدهد على ما ذكره العلماء أن سليمان لما فرغ من بناء بيت المقدس. Oops. What? The word bayt is used in Arabic as a word mean house. Some Muslims, they might say here the house which is talking about, it is not Al-Aqsa Mosque. Okay, what it is then? Bayt al-Maqdis, this is something they copy from the Aramaic. Bayt, like we say Bethlehem, Bethlehem, Beit Lahya, Beit, it's all over the Middle East. All of those are Aramaic names, and the Muslims, when they occupy those countries, they use the same, almost same names. So it says here, and the reason for the absence of the hudhud, which is the bird, as it's mentioned by our scholars, that Solomon, when he finished from building the house, the holy house, Baytul Maqdis, the holy house, that is the temple of Jerusalem, which is the Muslims claiming that this is belong to them. It is in their books. This is the official government website of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. This is not my statement. I will take copy and I will go to Google Translation. Let me copy everything because it's funny, so we can laugh a little bit. That's enough for here. Let us translate English. Let us zoom in. The reason for the absence of the hubu is on according to our scientists, which mean the ulama, the scholars, that Sulaiman completed the construction of the holy house. Do you see it? I'm not the one saying that. So who is the one who built your mosque? You claim it is a mosque. This is the temple of the Jews. It's in your books, and it says there that he is the one who built it. I mean, how stupid you to be Abdul, and you ignore. I mean, are you going to say that this is scholar al-Baghawi, and many of them actually al-Baghawi is just copying what the ulama, as you see here, it's the translation called them scientists. The scholars of Islam, all of them agree that the one who built the holy house, Baytul Maqdis, is Sulaiman. And who is the one who built Jerusalem? According to you Muslims, David and Sulaiman, both they built it. But both of them, they are Jewish. So even your books says it clearly that this is the land of the Jews. Not to forget to mention that chapter 5 verse 21 in the Quran, it says clearly that Allah, he assigned this land to the Jews. We will go there after we finish reading this story. However, here in this story, as long we prove already what we wanted to prove, that this is a city built by the Jews, and the holy temple of the Jews is built by Suleiman, and this is belong to the Jews. So you Muslims have no right to claim that this is your land. It's a lie, and even your books proving you as a liar. So for the Muslim who challenged me to show him from his Islamic books that this is the land of the Jews, I think we did that already. And now, just to finish, because we quoted chapter 5 verse number 21, we will go to the Quran again, and we will show you how even the Quran confirm that this is the land of the Jews, and it is a land only assigned to the Jews. Here you see in the whole Quran the word muqaddasa, which is routed from the word holy. The word holy mentioned in the Quran chapter 19 verse number 19 is speaking about Jesus as a holy person, and Muhammad, the Quran speaks clearly that he was a very filthy sinner. Here it says, يا قوم ادخلوا الأرض المقدسة التي كتب الله لكم ولا ترتدوا على أدباركم فتنقلبوا خاسرين. Chapter 5 verse number 21, Yusufali translation. All right. O my people, enter the holy land which Allah has assigned into you, and turn not back, etc. So Allah here is asking the Jews to go and do jihad and kill whoever live in that land, for this is a land it was assigned by Allah to you. So even Allah saying it clearly that this is a land assigned to the people who they are the people of Musa, remember. And then Allah, he was so upset from the Jews because when he ordered them to do jihad and kill whoever lived there, and the Muslims, they claim this is the land of Palestine, which means they are Palestinian according to the Muslims, because they refused to go and kill and attack, Allah, he made them lose their way for more than 40 days in the desert before they can reach that land again. Only 2 men from the followers of Moses accept to do jihad, and the Quran called them as a blessed 2 fearing men who they are bestowed by Allah grace, or Allah, he bestowed his grace on them. They said assault them in the proper gate. So those are the good Jews, is the one who killed Palestinian according to the Quran. A good Jew according to the Quran, which Allah bless him, is the one who accept and he like to kill as much Palestinian as he can. Those who refuse to kill the Palestinian according to the Quran are filthy and disobey God, and this is why Allah, he made them, therefore, because they refused to go and do jihad, they said to him, oh Moses, we will remain here, you go and fight with your those 2 guys, you know, the 2 guys want to fight with you, go with them, we will remain here. So Allah was so upset because they refused to do so. So what he did, Allah, he cursed them, and he said, therefore will the land be out of the reach for 40 years. So the punishment was only to be away from the land for 40 years, and that's it. Still the land is their land. This is your Quran, Muslims. Deal with it. Thank you very much for watching.